Welcome to our battle report number 8, where the Marienburgers will fight the Shadow Warriors. So leading the Shadow Warriors Warband, we have the Shadow Master Lord Fenner. He's equipped with a helmet, a light armor, dagger, a sword and a longbow. He is followed by 3 Shadow Walkers. First we have Furion. He's equipped with dagger, sword and an elfen bow. The second one, Elros, with light armor, dagger, sword and a longbow. And finally Haldir, with a dagger, a spear and a longbow. Finishing off the hero section is Arwen, the Shadow Weaver, equipped with dagger, sword and longbow, and his spell is Wings of Night. So if he's within 2 inches of wall, he can teleport himself up to 12 inches, but have to finish the movement within 2 inches of a wall again. And finally we have the 2 henchmen, 2 Shadow Warriors, Rumil and Ruf, equipped with dagger, sword and longbow. The warband is led by their captain, Knight Albert. He's equipped with a helmet, a shield, light armor. He's carrying an axe, a sword and a pistol. He's followed by his first champion, Erich. He's equipped with a light armor, a dagger, sword and a pistol. The second champion, Gottfried, is equipped with a dagger and a spear. And finally the 2 Youngbloods. On the left side we have Fabian, equipped with dagger and a club, and on the right side David with dagger and a spear. For the first henchman group we have 3 warriors equipped with a dagger and a spear, followed by 3 marksmen with dagger and longbow, and finally we have 2 swordsmen with a shield, light armor, dagger and 2 swords. So we have rolled a 6, which means we will place in our number 8 occupy. So essentially there are D3 plus 2 objectives. So on a roll of 4 we will have 4 objectives on the table. So the mission is to, for the warband, in 8 turns to occupy a maximum of buildings. So there will be no route test, but you still can voluntarily route. So we have set the objectives up like that. So we have 1 objective here, the ruined church, who is located in the middle at one side, and opposite side also at the middle we have this ruined building. And on this top platform we have 2 objectives, 1 each time a little bit further to one of the sides where the warbands will set up. So the Marienburgers have won the roll-off and will set up their army first. So the Marienburgers have chosen this side of the table and set up all their forces within 8 inches of the table edge. Beginning on the left hand side in the ruined tower we have 1 marksman with a bow hiding. Then down here on the street level we have the leader of the warband, a spearman and a champion. Up there we have a Youngblood, a swordman and another spearman. And hiding behind this building pretty much the rest of the force. So we have 1 bowman at the left side, or bowman at the right side, a champion, a Youngblood, a swordman and another spearman. So they are pretty much concentrating all their forces on the left side and on the center, and on the right hand side we have no one. So the Shadow Warriors have set up on this side of the table, also within 8 inches of the table edge. Beginning on the left hand side we have 2 normal warriors on the street level. Pretty much in the middle of the table we have the Shadow Master with the Shadow Weaver. Then here on the rooftop we have 1 of the Shadow Walkers. Just beneath him the other Shadow Walker with a spear. And on the right hand side in the building we have the other Shadow Walker. The Shadow Warriors have won the roll-off and will start the game. So in the first round, nothing too special, no shooting, no melee, just everybody moving up. So beginning on the left hand side, we have the two Shadow Warriors moving up. The first one is moving towards the objective house. Second one is climbing up the stairs, getting him into position to maybe get a shot off next turn. Here in the middle we had the Shadow Master and the Shadow Walker who went through the destroyed building. Then here on the rooftop we have one of the Shadow Walkers who stands still and awaits to have maybe target next turn. Then the other Shadow Walker, he's getting himself behind the building to capture that objective next turn. And last, the Shadow Walker on this side, he just moved through that building to get himself into position to protect the objective on the right hand side. Now the Marienburger start off also by moving everyone forward to get to the objectives. So at the left hand side, the marksman in the tower, he climbs down the ladder and moves forward. The three people on the street level run forward, as do all the people on the ramparts here. So we have a big gathering here in the center with the bowman and one of the champions claiming the first objective. And three of the group, a spearman, a young blood and a marksman with bow, are moving on this side of the ramparts, maybe to get to the objective in the destroyed church over there. So finally the real action begins. The Shadow Warriors move one of the warriors inside the ruined church, and he takes a shot at the bowman over there. He manages to hit him, to wound him, and instantly takes him out of action. The other warrior, he moves up on the wooden bridge and he takes a shot at the young blood. He hits him but fails to wound him on a 3. Then here on the middle of the table, the Shadow Walker back here, he aimed at the swordsman over there, but couldn't hit him with a 3. Then the Shadow Master and the Shadow Weaver, they moved forward toward the building to claim that objective, and they took shots at the bowman over there, but both failed to hit, as did the Shadow Walker here in the building. Then the other Shadow Walker with a spear, he moved over there to the corner of the building and took a shot at the champion with the spear. He hit him on a 6, but failed to wound on a 2. Despite taking a loss, the Marienburgers are pushing up. So beginning on the left hand again, the marksman with the bow, he takes a shot at the Shadow Walker over there, but he fails to hit him on a 4. Then the 3 guys here, they are pushed forward near to the objective. In the center, one of the champions, he stayed in the building to claim it, and the bulk of the force, these 4 guys, moved forward towards the objective building here. On the left side of the ramparts here, the 2 guys here are moving themselves into cover behind the tower, and the marksman is also getting into cover to maybe get a shot at the Elven Warrior next turn. So some hard shooting from the Shadow Warriors, beginning on the left hand side again. The Shadow Warrior moved to this edge to have a clear sight at the marksman over there. He managed to hit him but failed to wound him on the 3. The other Shadow Warrior on the wooden bridge aimed at the same target but failed to hit him on a 3. Then here in the center, the Shadow Walker who was on the rooftop there, he managed his initiative test, jumped down and ran over there. Then here, this Shadow Walker, he aimed at the bowman over there, but he failed to hit him. Then here at the objective, we have the leader of the Warband and the Shadow Weaver who took both shots at the guys over there. So the leader, he aimed at the spearman in the middle, the champion of the Warband. He hit him, he wounded him and got him stunned. And the Shadow Weaver, he aimed at the spearman in the front, wounding him and getting him to ground. And finally, the Shadow Walker in the building here, he aimed at the bowman over there, but also failed to hit him. The Marienburgers keep on pushing the Shadow Warriors. First we have the bowman on the left hand side. He takes a shot at the Shadow Walker over there, hits him, wounds him, and he gets him stunned. The warriors at the bottom here, the leader is claiming the objective, and the one who is on the ground, he just get himself into a bit of cover, crawling 2 inches away. And the spearman went to the other side also to claim a little bit of cover. Then in the center, they are pushing forward, so the spearman and the Youngblood are going on the left side of the building, and the 2 swordsmen are pushing on the right hand side of the building, maybe to get an attack next turn. For this building, the champion, he stays there to claim that one. Then the guys who were behind the tower, the spearman, he went on the left hand side, and the Youngblood on the right hand side, and the marksman over here with his bow aimed at the warrior over there on the wooden bridge. He hit him, he wounded him critically and took him out of action. So things start to get really serious now. On the left hand side in Ruined Church, the Shadow Warrior down here takes again a shot at the bowman over there, hitting him again but failing to wounding him on 1. In the center we get a big melee, so the Shadow Master and Shadow Weaver go into close combat with the Marienburger's spearmen. The Shadow Walker on this side goes into close combat with the Youngblood. The other Shadow Walker with the spear, he moves on the left hand side of the building to protect the rear of his comrades and awaiting the charge next turn, or maybe intercepting a charge. Then he takes a shot at the swordsman. He hits him but fails to wound on a 1. And finally, the Shadow Walker here in the building, he went from stun to gun to ground and therefore could do nothing this turn. So in the big melee in the center of the table, obviously the spearman strikes first. He tries to hit the Shadow Master but fails to hit him. In return, the Shadow Master strikes back. He hits him with the dagger and the sword, wounds him with the sword, and he managed to get him stunned, so the Shadow Weaver can take him out of action easily. The other close combat over there, the Shadow Walker, he strikes first but fails to hit on double 1s. Then the Youngblood, he strikes back. He managed to hit with the dagger and the sword. The Shadow Walker can't parry these hits. He wounds with the dagger, but as the dagger gives a 6-up save the Shadow Walker is saved for this turn. So the Marienburgers keep on pushing. First on left hand side, the marksman with the bow, he aims at the Shadow Weaver over there, but he fails to hit him. The leader of the Warband, he stays in cover, claiming the objective house. Then the champion on the outside of the house, as he just got up, he just can go forward 4 inches. The spearman goes into close combat with the Shadow Walker to help the Youngblood. And on this side, the 2 swordsmen are also pushing forward. The first one is going into close combat with the Shadow Walker with the spear, and the second one is attacking the leader of the Shadow Warriors Warband. Then here on this side, they are streaming forward into the church. The Youngblood about to enter the church, and the spearman coming to his help. And the last bowman, he aims at the Shadow Warrior hiding in the church, hitting him, wounding him, and he's gunned to ground. Pretty messy round of close combat here. The Swordmaster attacks the Shadow Walker with the spear, who strikes first but fails to hit on a 1. The Swordsmaster strikes back, hit 1, makes his reroll. He makes 2 wounds, 1 critical, and takes him out of action. The second Swordmaster is attacking the Shadow Master. So his first 2 attempts miss. On the reroll he makes 1 hit. The Shadow Master can't parry it, but he fails to wound him. In return, the Shadow Master managed to get off 1 hit. He wounds him, but the armor saves the Swordmaster. Then on this side, the spearman, he strikes first. He manages a hit, the parry isn't made, but he fails to wound him. In return, the Shadow Walker, he strikes at the Youngblood, but fails both of his attacks. The Youngblood strikes back. He hits him with the sword, but he fails to wound him. After taking already 2 casualties, the Shadow Warriors decide to leave the field to the Marienburgers and to voluntarily rout. So the game is over in the 5th turn with a victory to the Marienburgers. By searching the city of Mordheim, the winning Warband finds 4 Weirdstone shards. In addition, they find an overturned card where they find a purse with 4 additional gold crowns. So the Shadow Warriors, on the other hand, only got 4 dice to roll, but they can reroll the 1 because they got a survivor from the last round. So they also managed to get 4 shards, and they also find an overturned card where they find a map of the city of Mordheim, and it turns out to be a master map. So from now on, as long as the carrier of the map survives, they can reroll each time a dice when they look for Weirdstone. From the 2 warriors who have been taken out of action, the bowman is killed, but the spearman is perfectly fine. From the 2 warriors taken out of action of the Shadow Warriors, first of all, we have the Shadow Walker, who is perfectly fine, and the Shadow Warrior also survives on a 3. On the advancement table, Albert, he rolled a 5, so getting a new skill, and he's taking a Pistolier, so he can take 2 shots with his pistol. Fabian the Youngblood, he got a 6 followed by a 3, so he has a strength +1. The other Youngblood, David, he got a 7, so he can choose between weapon skill and ballistic skill, and he chooses weapon skill +1, so he gets a weapon skill of 3. Now coming to the henchmen, starting off with the spearmen. They got an 11, so let's got talent, so one of them is promoted to hero. Next up, the two bowmen. They got a 9, so morale value +1. So and finally the two swordsmen who got an 8, so +1 to the attack. Arven the Shadow Weaver got an 8 followed by 1, so initiative +1, bringing him to initiative 7. And finally for the henchmen, the Shadow Warriors got a 7, so they can choose between ballistic skill and weapon skill, and they choose the weapon skill, so it went up to a 5. So the Marienburger sell 3 of their 5 shards, giving them 60 gold crowns, alongside with the 7 gold crowns they had in the bank and the 4 gold crowns they found in the overturned cart. They have 71 gold crowns now. So they purchase a new marksman with a bow and a free dagger. They have to pay 4 additional gold as the experience level of the group is already 2. And they get a set of light armor for Gottfried the champion. So this is the look of the warband, so still 13 men as last battle, but now they have filled up their hero sections at a maximum. The Shadow Warriors sell their 5 weirdstones, bringing them up to 90 gold crowns. First of all, they purchase 2 swords for the 2 warriors. So for the next round we will take the models that you can see in black that are unpainted still. So they will have 2 swords and the longbow. And they will replace the other models. Then they purchase a new warrior with a 3 dagger and a longbow, and a set of light armor for the Shadow Walker Haldir. So this will be the starting warband for the third round for the Shadow Warriors, now at 8 people. So this was it for our 8th battle report. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoy it, and until next time.